Properties of soil. Imagine you woke up this morning and found you had turned into a corn plant. After getting over the shock, you would have to find a suitable place to live and some nutrients. And your usual breakfast of frozen waffles would not be much help either. Where could you find a new home? In the soil. Soil may seem simple, but it is more than just dirt. Different soils have different properties. If you turned into a corn plant, you would need to find just the right spot for your home, because every type of soil is not necessarily good for every type of plant. Take the color of soil, for instance. You might think that the color wouldn't matter to a plant, but the color tells a lot about what is in the soil. The color of the soil can range from black or dark brown all the way to gray or almost white. Maybe you have seen reddish soil on a baseball field. Or maybe you have seen black soil around the edge of a pond. These different colors indicate what materials are part of the soil. Red soil contains more minerals from rocks. Usually, darker soil has more nutrients for growing plants. So, if you were a corn plant and had to choose a soil to live in, which color would you choose? The texture of soil depends on the size and number of particles that make up the soil. The particles can feel coarse and large, or soft and small. Soils have different amounts of sand, silt, and clay particles in them. Large amounts of sand in a soil make it feel gritty and sharp. A large amount of silt gives soil a texture that is smooth and powdery. Clay makes soil feel smooth when it is dry and sticky when it is wet. Soil with more clay is sticky enough to mold into a shape. You may have played with clay when you were younger, but remember, now you are a corn plant and not a kid. You will have to find soil in which your roots can take hold, stay warm, get nutrients, and grow. Sandy soil warms up faster than other types. If the weather is bad, you would want to find soil that contains some sand, but not too much. There cannot be too much sand in the soil you choose because you also need to think about water. Water retention is the ability of a soil to stay wet. Too much or too little water in soil is equally bad for a plant's health. Remember, the amounts of sand, silt, and clay in a soil determine how well it will retain water. Soil that is too sandy holds very little water. Because of this, some desert plants have very long roots that help them get water from deep below the sand surface. Clay soil holds large amounts of water. Rice plants thrive in wet environments. In some parts of Texas, clay soil is flooded with water for growing rice. The rice plants appear to be growing in ponds during certain times of the year. But you didn't wake up as a rice plant. You are a corn plant. A corn plant cannot grow in the sandy desert soils or in a flooded rice field. One type of soil that does not have enough water and the other type has too much. So, what kind of soil would you want to live in? You'll have to perk up your ears and find the right place.